MicroPractices. Is that just small people practicing? No. This is Guru Francis Big Boy Eskrimador. Today's another Bayani Talk Motivational Monday, and today I'd like to share with you guys about micro practices and why that's important. Now, we all have a lot of things that's happening. I mean, even as a kid, these kids are busier than ever before. I mean, they have extracurricular activities, they have sports, they have their actual studies, and it's sometimes it's overwhelming. And then when we become adults, we have work or we're going to college, whatever. It's a little bit overwhelming. So then when your FMA teacher, who like myself, who does this for a living, who doesn't do anything else but FMA, how can we tell a student that they need to practice at least 30 minutes a day? Because where are they going to find that 30 minutes? I am, sitting around all day. I go to the movies during the daytime. How can I demand that from my students when I can't eat, when I don't have the same restrictions as they do? Well, the truth of the matter is that at a certain point, I was also working full time. I worked at a tankless water heater company, and I definitely worked there like 60, 70 hours a week. I would get home super late and get back to work very, very early the next day, and I do it every single day. I would have sometimes I would have, I do have Saturday off, but it's Sunday off, but it's usually very filled with family as well as my church responsibilities. So how does one practice and still have a full-time job? Where this is why I call micro practices. Micro practices is basically the ability to practice whenever you have a free moment. Now, one of the things that I do, for example, when I'm pumping gas, right? Depending on how empty my gas tank is, I think that light, that just tells me that it's enough light. Like there's enough gas here to make you home. No. So what I would do is, sometimes it takes like 5 to 6 minutes to pump my gas. Now, if you were driving an electric vehicle, it's going to take at least sometimes 20 to 30 minutes to get 80% charge, depending on the type of vehicle that you have. I would always, as soon as the gas is starting pumping, or I don't have an electric car, maybe one day, but as soon as I'm charging my car, I pull out a stick and I just start twirling. Right? I just start twirling. Sure, that might just be a 2-minute or a 3-minute twirling, but that's still 2-3 minutes more than I had without it. Right? If I'm watching a movie, that's why by my computer desk, I have this drumstick. So I can definitely do some movements in lieu of that. Then of course I still have my training blades, right? This is the Tribal K trainer from Kuya Doug. This is the karambit, right? So I will just be watching a movie or doing something, or I'm in a Zoom call. I know they freak out when I do this in my Zoom call, but I'll start twirling my knife. I'll start doing this. I mean, if you think about it, if you're watching a movie and you're just twirling, right? It helps you not make let this be part of just things that you can do in the background. Like you don't have to think about it anymore, right? So the more you're doing it, you're watching a 2-hour movie, maybe not 2 hours, but maybe an hour and a half, and you take 10 minutes of the hour and a half to practice. Well, that's 10 more minutes than you practiced before. Right? When I am, like I said, when you're in a Zoom meeting that lasts longer than it's supposed to, like let's say an hour, right? And you're not the one speaking, you're the one listening, turn off the camera and start twirling, right? Just start twirling, just start moving things around so that you're practicing. The point of the matter is, I don't know your lifestyle, but I know enough that we have these micro moments. These micro moments where we can sneak in a 2-3 minute practice. Now, in my opinion, it's better to have a 2-3 minute practice than no practice at all, because eventually they all add up, right? Your movements now is gonna be better than if you didn't practice at all, right? That's why I carry a drumstick near my computer desk, because a 28-inch stick is not going to be sufficient. That's why I'll have a training blade near me at all times when I'm doing this, just because I could take those few fleeting minutes to practice. And every minute I could practice, That's a minute that I'm better at my craft. I don't know. Do you guys agree? Do you do micro practices? If you don't, give us some suggestions on where else can we when and where else can we practice. And don't forget to hit like, share, and notification button so that you are alerted the next time a video drops. Until next time, this is Guru Francis, Big Boy Eskrimador. This is another Motivational Monday by Yanni Talk. Peace out, God bless, and keep swinging them sticks.